Hello, welcome to November 18th, 2022. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life meditation video. Good morning, Parker. This is a video that I do each and every morning, or it's an activity that I do at least. Although 9 times out of 10, maybe 99 times out of 100, I turn on the camera and record it while I do this. Although initially I didn't. Initially I just did it in my head. I recount my life objectives and principles as described in my book, Going Alone, available in a bookstore near you. At least you can order it from there. They'll bring it in and provide it to you. Or on Amazon. I recount these objectives and principles one by one and think about how I did yesterday with the challenges that were before me, and then plan for today. First, last night and yesterday. I slept all right. Did sleep until the alarm, so I got a full night's sleep, but I don't feel as soundly rested as I might otherwise. I feel a touch of old coming over me. I wonder if that's a thing. Various biological functions seem to not be as good. A touch of old. Just it's like if you've ever had an old automobile and you drive it around, and it feels it drives old. Things are worn. The engine makes sounds. The operation doesn't have the spunk or get up and go that it had in its youth. That's what I feel. Fortunately, my mind only feels that way with regard to memory. I've had at least 2 instances in the past 2 weeks where I couldn't recall the thing I was immediately attempting to think about. Like literally in the moment, it was gone. In my body, just like I said, just not the same. And now that I'm here in this new home, going to the beach in the evening, I'm exercising my body in different ways than I had for years. Although I've always gotten very good exercise, lots of walking. I walk, 3 to 5 to 7 miles every day. Up until moving to Menifee, I swam every day, kept the upper body in good shape. I eat well, really well. I'm only slightly overweight. For the most part, I'm fairly trim. Yet, I'm old. I'm getting old. And it's a little bit scary. I do attend to my well-being. So I guess that's why it's scary, right? It's something that's important that you tend to. Like if you tended to your savings, and you saw your savings begin to dwindle, that would be a concern. Or likewise, your career began to falter. No different than our health. At least where we've cared for it. I guess even if you didn't care for it, it started to falter, that would be a concern. Maybe even more of a concern. I got both dogs. I can't move. They're both on either side of me. And I got a late start this morning. It's my day. It's a day off, so I slept in just a little bit. It's 4:46 a.m. right now, so I'm about 15 minutes behind. Let me go fast. These dogs they know my schedule. They're gonna want to get out and have their food and take their walk. We'll take a nice long walk today. Huh? Normally he'd be in the cage over there, but he detected that we're off schedule, so he wants to be in my lap. So does the black one's already here. Otherwise, yesterday was a good solid day of work. I have some new challenges at work that I've never encountered before. I won't describe what they are. They kind of gotta just kind of watch what I say about work. Work is work. It needs to keep its own thing. But I can talk about the challenges. They're at least to the extent that they exist. There's a new challenge that has faced me that is facing some other coworkers at the same time. And it's interesting to watch how we all begin to work on it. I've taken the decision to communicate the fact of the issue and to let it go at that. One of my principles is the principle of public speaking. And one of my sins is the sin of gossip. And public speaking, good public speaking dictates that I shouldn't talk about things out of course. And I shouldn't gossip or spread rumor as well. And so I decided that all I will do is communicate to the proper channel my concern and let it be at that. I won't engage in any of those other things. So there's that. But it is interesting. I've never encountered this challenge before. I've heard of other people having to encounter this. Curious. But it's so different, now that I'm, ostensibly 3 years from retirement, maybe less. Let's see. It's November 2022, November 23, 24. I'm planning to retire in the spring or the summer of 2025, so that would be like 2.5 years. I'm 2.5 years from retirement. It's already beginning to have a dulling effect. It's of paramount importance to me is my hard work and effort, that I do a good job, that I feel good at the end of the day. No, it's not. Even feeling good isn't the important thing. It's fulfilling my mandate. My mandate is that I have a contract with my employer that I'll do a good job. And I will. It's not like when I was in my 30s and I keep a sleeping bag in my cube and sleep under my desk for the long hours that I did. I just physically can't do that anymore. But yeah, my employer will always get a good, solid day of work out of me. I'm reliable for that. But I'm not as invested mentally as I once was. My identity and well-being, to the extent of my work, are linked to my performance within the scope of my job role. It's one of the reasons why I no longer try to rise above my station. I'm a worker bee, and I don't want to be a supervisor or a manager. I want to be what I am, because my scope of responsibility and control extends to the functions of my projects and my own self. I'm accountable to my boss and my organization and my customers. That's good. That's enough. I don't want to, I'm not capable. I would be a bad supervisor or manager. I would be very bad. Because my standards are very high, and I don't know how to apply those standards to employees who don't share those. It's a mystery to me how people do that. And I have too many other things that I want to do. So yeah, as I close in, as I can see the end of my work life, I'm becoming slowly, not disengaged, but is the term less invested, perhaps? Still working hard. But yeah, so there's this thing going on, and I'll communicate it as it should be, in the proper way, which I've already done, which for the most part might not even be noticed by, it just might fly under the wire, and I just carry on my way. Okay, let's do the good life. 7 objectives, 32 principles. I'm going to go ahead and give myself the lightning round this morning because I have these 2 boys that are going to want their you-know-what. The 7 objectives are: to be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize true limits and true opportunity, and to do just one thing at a time, and to do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully. Let's do the 32 principles. War, reason, homunculus, anchor hold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, principle of nature, the pirate ride, maturity, social principle, public speaking, distraction, agency, and the great indifference. Temperance. Life will not go well. The horror show. That which must be borne. The feast of woeful. The best seat in the house. The restless man. The path of wildness. It's a great life adventure. The risk of avoiding risk. The season of philosophy. Complete oblivion. I got those backwards. Complete oblivion. Then the season of philosophy. Then the bullseye aim, uphill climb, arena and utility. Nothing is enough. And the principle of fun. Okay, what's for today? Well, today I'm going to finish this, upload this, read my Bible, feed my dogs, walk my dogs, and then I'm going to, I have a mission today. I have some dog medicine that is at the old vet in Menifee. So I'm going to hop on my motorcycle here in the early dawn and make a trip to Menifee to go pick up the dog's medicine. And then I'll come home and be with my family for the afternoon. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. Right? Yeah. You want your breakfast? Take care.